And he
Boy, howdy,
earned.
welcome back to the Games Channel. I'm Dahlia DeVore. If you want my services, that'll be 3 easy payments of $29.99.
Oh
Jesus,
God.
God.
Uh, uh. So
Great
who
way
would
to
like?
start.
You get my checkbook.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, you could just get me to, cut the grass.
dear
I never
God. Okay.
specified what I would be doing.
Very true. So
Oh no, that's still an
like to
innuendo.
recap. Biscuit.
Oh, that can't be me. I was half brain dead for half of that. Sorry.
Oof. Well, Matt
Well,
or Seth.
we all met up at the Valletta's mansion. He gave us the details of our mission. Then we went and we sailed across the seas to go meet with Beatrice the tailor. On our way to meet with her, I split off, tried to do some nefarious deeds, but let's just say it didn't end up in my favor, and we all met back up at Beatrice's, and we all had a makeover. I'd like to think that Dahlia didn't really change one bit, but she does look
I've got a skirt now.
more presentable.
I think the most significant difference is that I've gone from wearing some ripped jean shorts to a skirt.
And I had.
Yeah, so
Yes,
ergonomically, I can move around better because there's less restriction on the legs.
yes, I suppose there is that.
Anything else happen?
We got some
Well, yes,
licenses from the licensing office.
That is true. Anyways, what did you say, Seth? That you basically kind of talked over you.
I was robbed.
Yeah.
Yes, that happened.
So you were robbed. You guys got licenses to
Yeah.
for merchant stuff. What else? Did anything else happen, or is that all that happened?
I
Your tone implies there's more that we're forgetting.
We got invited to a party later that evening, which I believe we'll be attending, as contacts are going to be important. I picked up I believe these are the contact information for an elevator man. I'll be passing this along to Milton. That fucking cat is concerning. Very.
Oh boy, howdy, I sure do like this joke.
Yes. So yes, as you guys exit Beatrice's shop, it's been about 2 or 3 hours since you guys went in there. It's kind of hard to tell at the moment, just because of the fact that you're in a dark room with magic, and time is different in those kind of places when you have no windows and no concept of how long it's been. But from the general feel and the position of the sun, you can gather that it's been about 2 to 3 hours or so, which puts you guys at roughly let's say 4 o'clock. So the party will be held back here at her office, in her shop here later on tonight, about 8 or 9 ish, depending on when and how fashionably late you would like to be, even 10. So, with that being said, you guys have a couple hours to do as you please. Is there anything you guys would like to start off the session by doing?
I
Anything
don't
you
know
guys
this
would like to do?
character, but not Nada's new contact for the next stage of crime.
Well, yes, I did get a little bit of a tip from a rather unorderly type of man. He was He looked strung out, should I say.
All right. Yeah.
He told me that a Sam's Bakery would be owned by two Nicks. One of them always willing to tell the truth, the other not so much.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. You guys do notice that the pandemonium that was occurring last game, due to the antics of Nada setting a bunch of people on fire, killing a man who tried to and killing a man who tried to rob her. Everything seems to be under control. Um, everything seems to be calmed down. The
About
fires are
that.
out. Sorry.
We don't need to talk about that.
Um, yeah, you guys. Also with you, is Woods. He's just kind of standing there, kind of twiddling his thumbs, kind of looking around. So, what would you guys like to do? You guys are just kind of standing here at the moment.
Well, I need to make a quick run to the bank. It's not for anything fancy. I just need the bank.
Well,
Well,
that doesn't sound like fun at all.
No, not really. So I figured I was just gonna state that. I'm
Cool.
from. In reality, I'm probably gonna need. I just want to exchange a pearl for coin.
Yeah, no problem. Of course. Um, would you like to go by yourself, or would you like to take Woods, or would somebody else like to go with him?
I figure anybody can go who wants. I figured I was gonna bring Woods and maybe somebody else with me to help carry the money.
I mean, the
It's a
money's
lot.
going to be in a coin purse, so it's not going to be like a ton of like they're going to obviously if you're going in there and you're exchanging a pearl, they're probably not going to give you just a bunch of loose coin.
All
I mean,
right, but
I kind of need just gold pieces.
Yeah,
I mean, you could borrow him a bag of holding.
who's to say they won't give him one?
That's true.
That is also true. I never considered the fact that I never considered the bag of holding.
Or also, don't you
For
have like a coin bag, a coin purse bag of holding?
I I don't think so.
I thought that was somebody. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just thinking about some cool stuff that I made for the setting. I don't know. So he's gonna go do that. Does anybody want to go with Matt? With Nathan to do that?
Well, I'm not going to no bank, not without an entire crew and some prior planning, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, it's not quite the trip I'm going to make.
well, I suppose Woods can go with Captain Nathan, and you can come with me, Dahlia.
Very
Off this
well.
shop you wanted. What was that shop again?
It's called Sam's Bakery, but it's run by two men named Nick.
Hmm.
Yes.
Quite strange.
Oh,
Quite
and before
interesting to see the baked foods.
you go ahead, I don't want to
I was
interrupt.
just, I was just, it was, it was just a matter of, it was silent. I made a comment, but it happened to be at the same time you died. You go.
Go. Make sure y'all are back before the party. I've some official business I need the lot of yous for. My dad's calling me. I'll be right back, boys.
Mm,
This man still has his father.
right. So with that, I guess you guys are gonna go first. Um. Yeah. So you did manage to find the Sam's Baker. You did manage to like suss out that there are a couple of different Sam's bakeries and the general area of where the main one is. You found out from the last game that that it's a chain and that several of them are just our primary focus is just to make the area smell good.
Okay.
Literally just
Okay.
air fresheners.
Pretty much. They make the whole
Oh.
area smell like cinnamon rolls.
Since we've been walking around this place, I've been smelling them cinnamon rolls, and gotta say, the smell's quite tempting. So I don't know what business you're up to there, but I think we should definitely pick up a few of those rolls.
I think you're right, Dahlia. But I can't seem to find exactly where the correct bakery is. All of these ones seem to be for, what should I say, the environment.
What in the hey does that mean? What the fuck?
It means
Could
they
this
want
thing-
the area to smell a certain way, so they've got constant smells coming from there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You gotta smell nice if you want to attract the right people.
Right, exactly. So we need to find where the most smell is coming from. I feel like that could help us narrow it down. Or we could just ask somebody. There's also that.
Just fucking awesome. Lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be far easier to just ask someone. I mean, I don't know why you haven't already done.
Well, they haven't been very clear, that's why.
Right then, He's just gonna walk up to a random person now.
Okay.
I'm gonna once again look for anybody like maybe coming out of one of these buildings.
No, Dahlia's gonna walk up to the nearest attractive young man.
All right. So I want. Can you roll, Seth? Can you, Nadia? Can you please roll me an investigation check? Well,
Yeah.
So you said the most. You said. What'd you say?
The nearest attractive individual.
I need you to also roll me an investigation check
Fuck.
because you are investigating.
Left y'all's devices for 4 seconds.
Okay.
19.
16.
16.
And Biscuit got 19.
19. Alrighty. So who would like to go first? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do Nada's first because Nada got the lower roll, and then I'm gonna do Dahlia's. If that's all right.
That's fine by me, darling.
Alrighty. So, yes, you see, Nana, as you're kind of like looking, you see that you guys are basically at the end of this long, busy main street. As I said, as I said last game, I don't know if you remember, but there are 4 different shops, and there are several people coming out of each one. But however, it does seem that the most people coming out with food baskets are coming out of the one on your left, and you think it's roughly it's about the third one in the line if you're counting diagonally. So it would be the second one on this side, the third one in the line. So there's one on the right, but so the one on the 2 on the left are further apart, where the 2 on the right are closer together. And it does seem to be about halfway through this kind of main street. It looks like it's going to be about a half mile down the road.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do see people coming in and out of each one. You just know that there's a little bit more people coming out of that one with food bags. Although they each have, some food bags, which implies that even though some of them seem to be more focused on making the area smell nice, they still sell food to some degree.
Alright. After I locate that, I'm gonna turn to try to find where Dahlia ran off to, because I imagine she's just kind of running through the crowd looking for whoever's hot.
Yes, you rolled an 18, correct?
19.
Oh, 19, my bad. Yes. So you see, as you're kind of looking around, you see as Nana's kind of investigating the hall, you're kind of looking at the crowd, and you notice somebody. You only get a glimpse of his face, but the whole back of his side, and from the glimpse that you could see, he looks like the most beautiful man you've ever seen. So, I'm assuming what would you like to do?
Well, howdy there, handsome. Introduces. Introduction.
So you're gonna walk up to him.
We like walk up to him and be like, well, howdy there, handsome.
Hi, hello there. You notice that he doesn't quite. You're not going to do anything to me, right? As he kind of sounds as you can tell, he sounds nervous, but he doesn't immediately go back to. He doesn't turn. He doesn't turn to look at you. Still keeping his back to you. In a strange way.
Oh. Oh, nothing you don't want, darling. I just need direct for some directions.
Oh, all right. As he turns around, you notice that the left side of his face is incredibly beautiful. It's like the most handsome man you've ever seen. I want you to but as soon as he turns his head, you notice his right side of his face is completely it looks as if it was partly melted off. It looks absolutely terrible. His body looks like he's in the best shape of ever, and he looks super, super buff and super good. But it's just the right side of his face looks like he's been in a horrible, horrible accident.
Bro's the failed Skeletor.
Jesus, Dent, what happened? You fall in a pit of acid?
I want you. How do you react to this?
There's probably just a moment of like, oh, crikey. And then I just recompose myself because, like, right, yes. That's fine. Unexpected, but ultimately fine.
What?
I mean, I've seen worse. We came out of a cave and found a bunch of burned corpses. I've seen this kind of thing before.
I'm sorry. You've seen worse. What do you mean?
No, that was out of character.
Too bad. You said it in character.
I did not. I didn't do the accent.
Oh, I'm just messing with you, Biscuit.
Motherfucker.
We couldn't do it last. We have to get it in this time.
Yeah,
what?
that is. I don't know what he said, but I'm assuming he agreed with me and move on.
I'll move closer to the microphone. There we go. Here we go.
And so he's, I asked directions. He's turned around. How's his response? Was he still going to say something, or was he just turning?
Yeah, no, he's going to say something. Directions for where, miss? I'm sorry.
Well, you see, I'm trying to find the Sam's Bakery, but there's quite a lot of them here. I'm looking for the one specifically that is operated by two Nicks.
Oh,
You happen to know which one that is?
I do. Unfortunately it's not on this street, but if you go down to about halfway where the third one is, the third one does sell bread, where the other ones just kind of sell desserts. But if you go down to the third one, you're gonna see a hall. You're gonna see a little alleyway. You go down that alleyway to the end. You're gonna get to a fork in the road. You go to that fork. You turn a right, and then you go down about You can go down about four buildings. Take a left. Go down there. Take a left into that alleyway. Go down that alleyway. Follow it down right, then left. After the second house, and then the main big office where they serve all the bakeries and all the food. There also so happen to be an inn. Is down that street.
Oh, well, that's quite convenient because I haven't found myself a place to stay overnight yet. Well, thank you very much, darling.
What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay, so as you kind of start to walk away, you kind of notice you notice this. You notice something that you didn't notice before. As you notice, his hand like is around your hand, but it's not squeezing tight enough that it would compress your fur enough to alert you that someone's holding your hand. So it just kind of his hand kind of lingers, and your arm gets kind of tugged a
They
little
got
bit.
their hand like around my hand, like as if they're about to grab and yoink me.
More like he was trying to be really creepy and hold your hand.
A different guy, not the guy I was talking to.
No, the guy you were talking to.
Oh,
Yeah, there is no different guy. It's the guy that you were just talking to just now, with the half burnt face.
after I've turned around to start walking away. Yeah.
Yeah. You do notice as you, like I said, he kind of does squeeze a little bit harder as you walk away. Uh, but you're able to move your hand. You're able to move your hands.
I know
You
exactly
do
what I'm going to do.
what?
I'm gonna like sort of accept the hold of the hand, lift up the hand, and be like, "I'm sorry, darling. I'm quite busy. Maybe another time." Kiss the hand and let go and walk away.
Very well, very well. You notice that you can't really tell if it's just because his hands are super clammy, but as you pull away, the hand that he was holding, it does feel a little bit weird and a little bit tingly, like it would almost like it would if it was wet almost.
Obviously, I'm now going to inspect my hand. Like, why is it feeling wet? What's happened? Ah.
Okay. Uh, yeah, you can go ahead and are you wanting to investigate your hand, just to look over your hand? Like, what specifically are you looking to do?
I feel like my hand is wet, so I'm going to see if it actually is.
Okay, then go ahead and roll perception.
13.
13? No, it doesn't seem wet. It does seem like there might be like a little bit of like droplets on the top, but of your fur, um, like he was sweating a little bit, but not enough to make it feel like that clammy feeling. You're not quite sure why that is, but you think it might also just have to do with the fact that he held your hand and like held it as it was as you were pulling it out. He didn't like
I'm just going
let
to
it
give my
go.
hand a little shake, as it like you do after you finish washing your hands. Just give it a little wipe on the skirt and keep going.
Well, she hold it while I pull it out.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not any suspicion. Like, weird.
Okay. Very good to know. Thank you.
Dahlia's not that concerned about someone having sweaty hands.
No, I got you. I got you, bro. I
She's even
got you.
being covered in the stuff.
She's more
She's
concerned
been
about
covered in
what's
worse.
going on down there.
Yeah.
You know.
As you turn around, Nada, you notice in the background, as you kind of like turn around to look for Dahlia, you notice her pulling her hand away from this dude who's being kind of creepy, and with this really like horrendous half burnt face.
Did you need some help there, Dahlia?
I just got the directions to the place we need to go. That specific Sam's Bakery with the two nicks.
Yes, yes, that. Oh my. She kind of like looks the dude up and down, and then like looks away.
You know,
Yes, can we get going there now?
There's no rush, is there?
She
Got
looks
a nice
back
day
like
out for a nice proper
over.
walk.
She looks back over her shoulders at the dude. Well, yes, there is a rush.
oh
Well, I
good,
suppose
okay,
if there is, I guess it's fine. Just yeah. Come on, let's get going then.
yes. As you guys are leaving, you know that you notice as he walks up to somebody, another person, and like actively goes to talk to them, rather than he would think going out and just walking away and leaving the situation. He actively goes and talks to someone else. Um, yes. So you guys, how do you want to go ahead and roll me a survival check, Biscuit?
For
'Cause I'm
fuck's
assuming,
sake. It's the remember the things check, isn't it?
yeah, pretty well. I mean, you've never been in this area before. He did give you
That's
some. He
true.
did give you
Even with the directions, I might not get it.
right because he gave you some
Shit.
really weird directions and
7.
also very complicated. They were also kind of complicated.
Yep, I also only rolled a 7.
Yeah. Uh,
Fuck.
so I would like you to go ahead and role play, if you would. You leading the charge and then getting lost.
Right, so let's see, with the third bakery down here, that's the one that sells the bread, and then there's this alley. Let's go this way. And now that we've reached this fork in the road, we go this way, and then oh, this place looks. Oh, this is not at all quite what I expected it to be like. Where am I?
Oh,
Where's the? Have I missed a turn?
Dahlia, are we lost?
No, I wouldn't say we're lost. I'd say we're taking the scenic route. Dahlia
Uh,
keeps trying to walk forwards as if like pretending to know where she's going, but clearly she doesn't.
roll.
Dahlia looks at like a rat scurrying across across the alleyway, maybe with a piece of garbage in its mouth. Scenic, yes.
I assume, Isaac, you're about to ask me to roll performance.
I was actually going to ask you to roll performance, and I was also going to describe
23.
the rat is holding not just any piece of garbage, but like a quarter piece of a cinnamon roll.
Damn it! I thought you were going to say a pizza. I was hoping for pizza rat.
I thought he was gonna say an ear.
I thought he was gonna say like a body part too, bro.
This is the capital city of the capital island. On the capital island, they have better standards than that, you guys.
The deeps sounds a little concerning. I'm just saying.
No. He's got a
Point is, I
point.
rolled 23 on my performance.
Yes. So you just give off this air of confidence, and you are so confident, just walking forward and just taking Nada the completely wrong direction, that somehow, by sheer dumb luck, you manage to bluff your way all the way to this end. You have no idea how you got there. You're taking random turns, walking random directions with this weird air of confidence, to the point that you just kind of like almost space out a little bit and somehow appear.
See, I told you I knew where we were going. Like I said, the scenic rat.
So you've been here before.
Oh, I've never been here before in my life, darling. I'm from out the country. I'm one of them country folk. I don't really. This city's quite a different environment.
Dada just kind of has this like error 404 look on her face, like what? Like how did we even get here? And then she just like shakes her head and like shakes that face away and it's like, okay, I'm just going to accept that. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go
I
find
mean,
these two nicks.
yes,
Yes, and perhaps you can do whatever it is you just did to find out which one of them is lying.
it's not necessarily which one of them is lying. It's which one of them is willing to help you.
Yes.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the thing was like one is kind of a good guy, and the other one is the one who gets into crime.
Yes, but
One roll.
the good one
Sorry,
is
go.
the good one is the snitch, so we have to just
We don't like snitches here.
yes. Dahlia, how good are you with your words? She kind of looks Dahlia up and down. Well, never mind that. I don't think you'll need words, will you?
Oh, I've got
Oh,
quite the way with words. After all, the real way to put power behind words is always with visual aid. Does a pose like a hands
As
on hips pose, like.
oh goodness.
as you have
Yeah,
so delicately demonstrated.
I want you to wait. I want you to roll a persuasion.
Oh fuck! Have I just accidentally attracted the entire crowd?
No, I just want to see how convincing you are.
Natural 20 for a total of 28.
Oh yeah,
Really?
she is. You are completely filled with complete certainty. Nada.
You know, I think it'll work with how amazing Beatrice made you look. Let's go.
I wasn't quite sure about this at first, but it's really starting to grow on.
Yes. You guys step into the bakery and get hit with this unique smell. Something so great. It's almost magical. Um, and with that, we are going to jump over a little ways to Matt and to Nathan and Woods.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Yes. You guys
So
just got done talking. Sorry,
you go
what?
ahead.
No, I was
Never
just letting
mind.
you know that you got. Bruh. We good?
Yes.
Okay. You
Gonna
as you take Woods, you notice that Nada and Nadelia kind of like go out and start walking the opposite direction, kind of doing their own thing from you, and kind of get lost in the crowd. So now it's just you and Woods. What would you?
You reckon we should follow after them, or should we just go back to the ship?
Moving his hands around. I'm trying to talk to you, but he does like as he does the cha-cha sound, he does like a money hand with and points towards the city hall where you guys just came from, referring to probably referring to the bank. Hello?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll be fine. You just move on to the bank. I
Nathan's about
doubt.
to have a really awkward encounter with the elevator operator.
Sorry, Matt. What are you gonna do?
I Well, I figure I'd take care of the money thing first. Like, I should go make that withdraw or exchange, rather.
All right. So you go back into the building you were just in a few hours ago. Uh, seeing the library, same as it was. Signs telling you what different genres are up. With one saying the bathroom, straight down is an elevator that's operated by a Halay man that you saw a few hours ago. Cranking up and down. The elevator is currently in service being used, so you don't really see them, but you know that you're there. And you also see the spiral staircase with a cutoff at the first set of stairs with a map telling you which floor is where, what's on what floor. As people are seemingly gliding up and down these stairs, as well as the long line of people above getting in line to see a bunch of these as like receptionist slash librarian people in the front desk to your right and your left. As soon as you enter, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna go take a look at the map, try and find out where the bank is.
Alrighty. You go up the stairs. You notice that as you are like walking, as you guys start to walk up the stairs, that it feels very light and very floaty. Unlike you're not like you're walking like normally, but as if you're walking on air, and you just seem to glide up these stairs, like go extremely fast. You almost you hit the landing in about 1 second, if that. Like the landing where the big map is.
But these air stairs are pretty nifty.
Mm-hmm.
So, would that be per investigation?
It would, yes.
Bet. Ooh, 20.
What'd you get?
I got a 20.
Natural or unnatural?
Unnatural. 18 plus 2.
Ah. All right, I am. Okay. So I'm grabbing me a water
Oh, good.
from the fridge. Do. So you got a 20. You as you're looking, you notice that the bank is pretty easy. It's on the third floor. The reason
Oh,
why it's the third floor, which for you is the next level, as the first two floors just say library. And then you notice that the next two floors again say bank. And then after that, then so on and so forth. Which each
okay.
section probably taking about 2 floors. Yeah.
So every department's got plenty of space.
Right.
All right. So up the floor we go. Up to number 3.
Yeah. Can you go ahead and roll me an athletics check?
I can.
Wills is gonna roll one as well.
Oh, that's not that great. 7 plus 7, 14.
14. Um okay, not bad. You managed to make it up there. Do you, this weird sense of like almost floaty walking allows you to hit the third floor very rather quickly. In fact, you pass it. Having to go down about a floor and a half before you realize that you missed it. But before you actually hit it, as you've overshot your target. You notice as Woods seems to be having a harder time than you, as he's falling forwards and backwards, and by the time you get down to the floor, right, he is just now getting there.
I will, of course, wait up for him before I step away from the stairs.
He's there. As he gets to the floor, he kind of like falls over and has to pick himself back up. As you walk in, you just as you just stand there, you just see um a beautiful sight of of a of a bank that's completely made of like granite with instead of having it have the black line, the black and gray lines that go through granite that give it like that kind of marbly texture. Um Instead, you notice that these are like a bright pink, like almost like a light red or like a light rose or a light rose pink. But they are glowing and complementing the gold sheen. But you notice that a lot of it's being complemented by like a gold trim and gold decor, and which makes the pink of this granite just stand out even more. You see several people in line. You see a lot of people running around with briefcases. Um, tellers sitting at their things, waiting, waiting on them, grabbing money, bringing money, this and that.
Any teller lines open?
Mm,
Well, just, I mean, like, free of a line, that is.
yeah, there is one. You notice that surprisingly, there is one with a little old lady that's complete that has nobody in it. The rest of these lines are full, um, and will wait and will have you wait, or at least moderately, for a moderate amount of time. But that one is just completely empty. And no matter what you do, no matter how many people pass it, or how many people wait in lines, or move lines, they never move to that line. But it's completely free.
That line.
Is this gonna be like the old man from Chowder?
No.
Utopia.
I think I'm just gonna get in the regular line and just wait in the queue, take my number.
Okay.
It's literally the last bread on the shelf. The bread that everyone looks at and goes, "Why didn't anyone else grab this bread? There must be something wrong with it."
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
wheat.
As you get in line, you just hear you hear a little old you hear the little old lady speak into what looks to be a little horn, a little goat horn that's been carved out, and as she speaks, her voice echoes for the next couple lines. Line teller 32 is available. Teller 32 is available. Please come see me. They'll send me home if I do no business today.
Oh my
But
god.
Literally just sounds that's literally just what happens when your shift ends, you old fool.
No words to go down.
Hey, Woods,
you
man.
notice? Sorry. As you notice that Woods is no longer standing there next to you,
Oh no.
and has in fact moved to this lady's line.
Oh.
Seeming to take care of his own business.
Oh, to take care of his own.
Oh, you
Okay.
guess.
Maybe he likes Mulder.
I'm quite offended by that. He's been seeing me for days on the ship and not even made a single thing. Why would he choose this old bat over me?
Are you gonna pay attention to him at all, or are you just gonna focus on your line?
I'm kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna go over with Woods.
Huh. Okay.
I'm gonna be waiting in the queue for like an hour anyway, so I may as well just embrace it.
Interesting. Okay.
So our captain is susceptible to peer pressure.
No, he's just susceptible to pity the old and infirm.
I can use
Well,
that.
I'm young and very fertile.
God.
I couldn't think of
Oh.
an opposite for infirm.
Well, if you're gonna go over there, and intently look. Ooh. Okay. I need you to go ahead and roll me a perception,
I can.
and then a stealth, because if you don't want him to notice that you're kind of trying to peer on him.
No, I'm not really like being discreet. I'm just kind of like glancing, like you do at the bank. Like you're watching the guy in front of you, but you don't want to like see any of his information. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less
not
like you're spying and it's more like, are you finished yet?
Right. Yeah. I
it's
know. That's why I
like
asked.
courtesy watching.
Right. That's why I asked.
But
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
okay. Perception 18.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. As you walk over, it almost for a second sounds like Woods is talking like in a normal voice. For like a split second. Um, as you walk over, and as then he goes back to as he's pointing and he's writing something down and hands it to the bank teller. As the bank teller looks all of a sudden confused as she gets and she looks over at him. Okay, yeah. Um, as she kind of stands and she looks as if she's trying to get up, but in fact she stands on top of her she stands on top of her stool, revealing that because she is one of the revealing her face a little bit more, revealing that she is one of the smaller races in Aberos. In fact, being one of the being the Rutan, which are the pig people. But she's incredibly short. Instead of it being the average 3.5 feet to 4 feet, she's in fact around 2 feet. as she's able to stand completely up on this stool and be the same height she was sitting down. As she has to carefully as she like takes her time getting down from her chair. In fact, that's what takes her the most amount of time. As surprisingly, as soon as she gets on the ground, she's moving quite fast. It only takes her about 5 or 6 minutes to where it's taking everybody else about 10 to 15 to go back into the back office, presumably the vault, and bring the money back.
You must be doing something wrong.
She's giving, as she gives Woods a little like thing, he gives her like a nod and goes, huh! And a little smile. How? Oh, I seem to have a line. Hello, dear. How can I help you today?
Good afternoon, miss. I am here for the simple exchange of this one pearl for its gold coin value. I gotta pay my officers.
Understandable. So you are, in fact, the captain, is that correct?
Indeed, miss.
May I see your license, your shipping, your shipping or docking pass, and your regular captain's license, and your captain's license, please?
He shall dig into his jacket where he has put all of his necessary things, like all his ID cards. He'd keep all that together. And present his papers.
Yeah. Yeah. You notice that she scans over them as she like goes she carefully pulls out a drawer of stamps, and she just picks one up and goes ting 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 ting, as you notice in between each ting, as she pushes on the paper, she like pats it on this little pad that's in her desk. On each one of them says approved, or through approved and authenticated, to give you like a stamp of, this would allow it to be easier next time, dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just to let you know, that is a half, that is a true half, that is a whole dollar coin fee.
Very well.
Yes, for each card, that is 3 cards. So if you have 2 cards you'd like, that will be 1 silver point, which will take you on your value by half a gold point, which will give you 999,999 gold coins and 2.5 dollar coin. Are you okay with that, dear?
That sounds lovely.
She lit very well, and she like looks out. She puts out her little tiny hand, as if like she's waiting for you to give her something.
I'm not sure. Did I forget something? Or
Your 2 additional papers, sir. Your 2 additional papers to be authenticated.
not
Did
have
you hear me?
those?
What? You have a birth certificate, and you have a and you have a shipping license. You already just did your shipping. I mean, you have a birth certificate and you have a death certificate for your father that was sent to you in the mail, so you could always get those authenticated. It doesn't matter what; it just needs to be 2 different things.
Okay, those will work. I'll just authenticate those.
Very well. As you hand them, Thank you, dear. As you hand her those, she stamps them, passes you all your papers back, puts her hand back out, waiting again.
Or the coin this time, I would presume.
The pearl, yes.
Ah, yes. Pearl, I meant.
Parliament.
Parliament.
Mm.
Filthy government.
You hand her the
quick.
pearl. She
Yes.
again takes forever. Um. Yes. She again takes forever, and you not forever to get down from her chair. It takes her about 5 or 4 minutes to get down from her chair. Um, as she goes and speeds off to the to the exit door to grab your money. You're just kind of sitting there for a few seconds as you're able to take in. You notice that it hits you, and you have a weird. The bank you realize now has a weird smell of copper, almost, even though they primarily probably deal in gold doubloons. It gives off the very distinct smell that the copper half dollars do.
No.
What?
Oh no, part of me was just like, he's not gonna get all of that money in copper half dollars, is he?
No, I'm not.
No, I did
No.
specifically ask for the gold coin value.
Yes, he did. You gonna do anything
I
else
know.
while you gonna do? You wanna like make any other observations or anything while you wait, or no?
I'd kind of just like to see what more. I don't really know how to investigate the scent. Like smell, like take another sniff. Like does it smell like? I don't really know.
You can roll a nature check, nature, survival, medicine,
Yeah, because you can definitely figure
investigate,
out the
insight,
direct.
all that stuff. You can
I think I'm
insight,
on.
perception,
Let's run some
history.
insight. That's what we got.
All right.
A 20 plus 4, 16.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. As you kind of sniff, you kind of it comes to mind that okay, you kind of realize that most of these people aren't that are coming here aren't really that wealthy, and so in fact, most of them are getting copper pieces or copper half dollars or silver dollar coins, and maybe every once in a while getting a few gold doubloons. Um, and so because of that, you also contribute you contribute a lot to that smell, as well as you notice that even though the gold there is a trim on the gold is trimmed around the building, you do notice that the doors seem to be copper like in color. So it also might be from all the entrances and exits that are made, because each station has its own individual door. um you also notice a very large window at the very end of the very end of like this area, that has like that is stained glass, to make an image of what looks to be um a Kalite, which are like the roadrunner like people,
Mhm.
with with a monocle, and then a little money bag, and a little holding a little money bag on one hand, and then on the other hand holding the scale of justice, with a little bronze scale of justice, which is actually made of bronze and actually sticks out of the stained glass window. um you know what I mean, like the lady who, whenever you go to like the court, who has the blind lady who holds the scale in her hands or whatever.
I think I forget what her name is.
I don't know her name either. That's just what I know her as.
Yeah, I've just always called her Lady Justice.
I was
Yeah,
about to
pretty
say
much.
that.
Yeah, I call her weird scale lady. Anyways,
So
I
Yeah.
call
to
it a fun time and a nice snack.
That would be adding 999 plus 99 silver pieces.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Bet.
Well, no, plus one the silver piece.
Okay.
So it's 9,900,000, 9,000,000, 99,000,000. Oh no, yeah, hold on, 900,999 gold coins and one silver $half.
Okay.
I had to think of that for a second because 100,000 is a million, right? I think so.
No, a million
Uh,
is 1,000,000.
Yeah,
Million is 6 zeros.
right. But what's the
yes.
one right after that? What's the one right before that? That's 100,000, right?
Yes.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I
100,000
was
is
right.
5 zeros.
Okay,
Right.
so
So I was right.
990,999 gold pieces and one silver piece.
Yes.
Okay, bet. I just didn't want to fuck up my numbers.
No, you're good. It's a weird amount because you wanted to you had to get your papers authenticated.
Yes.
Bro had to prove his paper was made of paper.
Well, it's made of ginger actually, but anyways.
What even that thing? I'm gonna
What?
Google this.
Ginger trees, I
No,
think that's.
no, but in this world, that's what they're made of. Ginger's a root. Yeah, ginger's a root. But yes, ginger does when it's grown up. It can in fact make trees.
Also, they do make paper out of wild ginger, and
Told you.
it makes a lovely thin paper, supposedly.
Yeah, but they
Although
don't.
that's wild ginger, so.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, so hey, I'm partly in half part of my world's in reality, so that's good to know. You also feel, as you're kind of looking around, you also feel like a cold, like all of a sudden, like a cold, almost like a cold breeze, but it's very sharp against the back of your neck, almost as if someone's like, almost as if someone dragged like a cold steel against the back of your neck.
It almost feels like someone's trying to sell me something.
For
We knew
real,
that
right?
was
You
coming.
can like glance back over his shoulder and try to shrug it off.
Yeah, as you look over your shoulder, you just see Woods there, just standing there, twiddling with his thumbs, um, just being
I
Woods.
mean, yeah, but we already know he's clearly evil.
What? How? He's Woods.
Keeping
He's great.
secrets.
What?
He's keeping secrets.
How? He can barely talk.
Yeah, but he talked to the old lady.
No, he
doesn't.
didn't. He didn't talk to the old lady.
Never trust a funny man.
I just said at the point in time that he came over, it sounded like he might have said something, but Woods can't talk. It's been well established that he
What the
cannot speak.
fuck was that?
What was what?
It was a big thump. I just have to check because I think the wind just blew my window shut.
That's funny. Anyways, yeah, the little old lady. She comes out holding the same size coin purse that she gave to Woods. But takes her sweet time getting onto the table, getting up her chair. Here you go, dear. Your 999 gold pieces and one silver $half.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Would you like a receipt, dear?
Yes, please.
Very well.
Plus
She
30
takes out a
minutes
little.
to the wait time.
What?
Plus 30 minutes to the wait time.
Well, I don't think I have anything else to do. I have no. Do I have an inclination that I should go check on Nada and Dahlia?
That's
I don't.
that's not a me question. That's a you question. You and Woods are free to go. You guys can do whatever you guys want. After you're done, I'm gonna cut back to them, and then while I'm doing their stuff, you can go ahead and decide what you want to do. Sound good?
Yeah, whenever
Well-
I have a difficulty deciding what my character would do, I just do a roll, and then I'm like, okay. If it's closest to high, I'll take the good option. If it's close to low, I'll take the bad option. So like in the case of Tox Cowardice, I roll high, I can break through it. I roll low, I'm like, nope, fuck this.
Well,
Sound good with that?
Don't-
Are you cool with that, Matt?
I don't really want to carry this big ass sack of money around town, or is it like a magic
It's a
bag
little-
of holding?
Well, it's a little tiny coin purse. So
It's a baby bag of holding.
yeah,
Okay. Bet. I trust. I'm aware of magic. This is a high magic setting. I may not like be an expert. I can't use it. I don't know how to cast spells, but I believe there's a million coins. But before I walk away, I'm just almost instinctively open the bag real quick and take 2 coins out of it, one from the top, and dig down as like till like where I think the middle might be, and grab another, and then bite them.
okay, yeah. As you open the bag, you just get hit in the face by a gold chain, which is kind of jarring at first, because you've never really experienced anything like this. As you go and you pick it up, the first coin you pick up is in fact the silver half dollar. So you just put that right on top. But as you push your hand down, as you attempt to, it becomes harder and harder as you just feel the coin scraping against your skin. In fact, I need you take 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
From just the
Yeah, you're not
sheer
Scrooge McDuck. These are coins, not a liquid.
yeah, you're literally like scraping your hand against metal to grab this coin to continue to push down into it. It's not much damage, but when you take it out, your hand is kind of bloody. Like it's just scraped up. Like if you like fall and skin your knee, your hand kind of looks like, and you know how like your knee looks afterwards after like it stops bleeding, but it's still like raw. That's how your hand looks.
It also definitely smells metallic now.
Yes, it does. But it does in fact smell like gold instead of copper. You bite down on it, and it indents just like gold should, proving to you that this is real gold.
Lovely.
At least that one is.
Those 2.
One's a silver, one's a silver half dollar.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll put the silver half dollar in my pocket.
Good man.
That might be coin. I'm off to the ship to stow my money.
Ah,
And
oh, you're gonna go to the ship. I see.
yeah, I think
I'm
I'm
gonna find every
that
nook
thing.
and cranny and stash it.
well, yeah, at least to store my money, and then I'm probably gonna go see what these 2 fools are doing, because the
Very
rest of
well.
my
No, I take quite a lot of offense to being called a fool. I mean, I fool around a lot, but I ain't no fool.
Very well. Actually, that gives me. You got plenty of stuff to do if you're gonna be on the ship. As you put the receipt in your pocket, which you would expect to be very nice, pristine white, but in fact, it is not. It's very dark brown to the point that they couldn't write that she had to use a white stamp in order for you to even be able to read it.
Bro, she had to bring out the Tipex stamp.
Yes. Which don't ask me how they get white stamp ink in this world. I really don't want to have to explain that.
It's a high magic setting. You don't have to explain it.
It's liquid chalk,
No,
make
it's,
water.
it's a lot.
otherwise
it's a
known
lot worse.
as
I'm just assuming there's just a magic man who makes the ink. He just magically produces different pigments.
Yeah, let's keep it there. If you want to, let's just keep it at that. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Meanwhile, in our universe,
you jump back as you guys enter.
snap back to reality.
We get the full GTA switch character scene as the camera falls, boom, 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 on Dahlia and Nada. You guys have just entered Sam's Bakery.
What?
And for how large it is, then you see two doors. On top of them, one reads hotel and inn, and the other one reads bakery.
Oh, goodness gracious. Now,
Where
what
do you
was it you
go?
wanted here? Well, what is it you wanted here, Nada?
Well, I was looking to get into some business before we left here, that's what. Do you know what kind
What?
of business I'm referring to?
Well, now, the fact you've been so vague implies it's some kind of, well, let's just say it's gonna be a bit more fun than just a trip to the bank.
Exactly.
And I guess we're not here to buy buns.
No, we're here to get something, well, anything really that can help us get a bit of residual income while we're aboard the ship, if that makes any sense. Whether it
Well, as long
be,
as you cut me in, I got no problem with it.
but yes, whether it be booze, drugs, whatever. Anything that will make money for us. And that the captain won't know about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, I know how to keep a secret, darling. Trust me, the things I could tell if I wasn't a consummate professional.
Excuse me! Excuse me! Are you going to stand here or are you going to go? What, my family is trying to get into our room.
I thought we
Let
were
us
in the
just
middle of
walk
like
around
a
us.
big room, not in the blocking. Jesus.
No, you guys
Yeah.
didn't decide where you guys wanted to go. You're in the hallway area. And I
I
said there's
stand
two
off to the
doors.
side and I say, "Pardon me, I apologize."
Thank you.
I,
As
I
you guys
do
see,
so
like,
apologize.
as you guys see as you guys see a bigger Triton man holding what looks to be holding two kids in his arms, like holding them like they're
Damn it.
logs. As like between as he like kicks open the as he has one of the as he leans one of the doors, one of the kids to the side, they open the door. He kicks it with his foot, and just behind him, you just know there's like a line of like 8 other kids, with his wife at the end.
If
Um,
there was
Yeah.
far fewer kids, I would have tried to start a domestic incident.
yeah, as soon as they're all in their room, I look over at Dahlia and I say, "Is that your type?"
Darling, I've got many types, and, well, let's just say there's quite a few members of the crew that, fit that. Beyond that, it's my business to know,
Yeah,
Well, yes,
Dahlia's type is
I,
gay, man.
but I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out with time.
I'm so offended now.
I figured you had a special interest in the captain, seeing as you stayed behind to watch him get stripped.
Darling, I got special interest in everyone I'm working with. I gotta know all of your ins and outs if we're gonna be working together.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's dial it back just a little bit. Let's
So
go
what
find
then?
Nick.
Glad you learned
All
that
right,
from
so
me.
which door would you like to go into? The one that says bakery or the one that says hotel and inn?
Let's go to the one that says bakery first, because I imagine that's where we're gonna find the Nicks.
Yes, as you walk in, you see a lovely Triton. You see myriad of tables with people eating at them, talking to them. Then you notice that this bakery doesn't just sell bread and sweets, although they do have them. They sell. They also you also get the sense. You also get the sniff and the whiff of tea. Um, and you also see sandwiches and and you even see some other like baked chicken and some other things. Some breakfast food. Like they serve a bunch of different things, but they're mostly known for their bakery products.
This just feels
Okay.
like if a garden centre cafe was its own shop.
Hmm. At the end, you see what looks to be a lovely Triton man, about 5'7". with very unique blonde hair. His eyes are coral green, and he's wearing what looks to be a very nice button-up shirt, uh, which is light tan, which is like light beige in color, with a little pin with what looks to be like a little embroidered name on it. You can't quite see it from where you're at, but it looks to only be 4 letters.
Okay, so it's probably Nick.
One of them, anyway.
I look over at Dahlia and I look over at him, and I say, "Why don't you go work your magic and see which one of the Nicks that is? I'll go find the other one."
So now we're even further splitting the party. Even great.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, do you want me to
Everyone.
just sit? Okay, oh, never mind. I'm just gonna stand there and watch him.
I was literally no. You can do what you want. I was just making a joke.
All right.
Also, Dahlia's not sure exactly what you're after. Other than
Right.
identifying the Nick, beyond that, I'm not sure Dahlia knows what you're doing.
No.
Find
Dahlia
out if
agrees to work with you to cut for a cut in, but that doesn't mean she knows how to do it.
Find out whether he's the snitch or not. You should be able to do so by just asking your usual provocative questions. Does
I
this
suppose
make
I better
sense?
get to work then.
So are you doing anything as you walk over to Nick, or not? Are you just gonna walk over normal and then start? Or are you starting before you even get there?
What, make putting on the walk as well?
Well, I mean, you've got to sell yourself a little.
You motherfucker. Sell myself? Look at me. I am the advertising. I'll make the performance roll. Fuck it.
All right.
Because at this point, because probably she may not be actively trying, but it may more be the fact of she's done it so much. Whether she's trying or not, she's putting on the show.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
mid.
mid. All right. Hey, you notice as he like sees you for like as you walk up, you're like putting on the walk, and it takes him a sec. Like he looks at you for like a second. It's like what are you doing? And then just all of a sudden, just like puts on like a happy face. Hello, this is Sam's Bakery. My name is Nick. How can I help you today?
He beat me to it, which means I need to think of a new introduction sentence. Fuck. Oh, shit the bed. I'm not. See, this is where a high charisma character sucks because I'm a low charisma human.
Understandable.
I'm sorry, miss. Are you okay?
No, fuck off. Trying to get my fucking brain into it. I may be home alone, I may be in a good mood, but that doesn't stop me being awkward and I have to come up with social shit, Isaac, you bastard.
I love you, biscuit. It's okay.
Well, howdy, handsome. Quite a nice bakery you got here.
Why, thank you. Anyways, what can I get for you today, miss? Today we
Well,
have a. I'm so sorry. Do you already know what you want?
no, not quite that. It's, well, see, I was, looking for, coming here to look for Nick specifically, but, I heard there were 2 of them, so, I'm sure that you, have a way to tell each other apart, but, having never met either of you, I don't have a way to tell myself.
I'm sorry. I'm Nick. Can I, I think you might be confused.
Confused how?
Do you need to go to the hospital, miss? Do you have a brain? Do you have? There is only one Nick. I'm sorry, and that's me. I'm Nick. I'm the only Nick here. There's not. Are you seeing two of me?
Insight check. Just to see if I can tell if he's being intentionally lying. That's another 14.
You want to re-roll that because you've been getting hella 14s this game.
It's like his number today.
Well, the next, well,
Fuck you,
hopefully
it's a
he'll.
10.
I wouldn't do that.
Alrighty, I'll let you keep your 14 then. I was hoping maybe we can get him out of this slump, but I guess not.
Can I
Anyway,
give him like guidance or something?
Well, I did have a natural 20 before, so it's fine.
you said that you went off to the other room, so you wouldn't be there to give him guidance or give her guidance.
Oh, okay. I said I was gonna stand and watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My bad. I should have made
No,
that
you're
more
good.
clear.
Yeah, no, I thought you guys were just talking about it, and then I thought you decided to go anyways. That is my bad. Yeah, you can give him guidance. You can give her guidance if you like.
Okay, so it's just gonna be a D4, but I mean, it'll help a little bit, I guess.
2.
Yep.
An
That
So
additional
it's
that
2 for
that
do I
16
roll
that
total.
or does Biscuit roll the D4? That's the question.
biscuit roll the D4 on his next on Dahlia's next roll. So since Dahlia's already made this roll, it won't go towards this one, but it will go towards the next one.
Fine.
All right, just insight harder.
You can't really tell if he's being ungenuine, but he seems to be genuine enough. He seems just to be confused. He
He's
seems to be
definitely
genuine.
confused that I've approached him with these questions.
Right. He's a little bit. You can tell that he's kind of wary of you at the moment. That
I Hold
yes.
on, I need to get my thing because I know I have a perfect thing for this. Hold on, because I've asked a question and it's still technically within a couple of minutes. I just need to double check the effect of this thing before I use it.
Oh no.
It's not bad, but it is hopefully very useful. Which level is that? Level 2. How much do I erase? Everything I said within the last 6 seconds, so I can wipe my question. Good. Well, I'm spending 2 gold coins to cast Gift of Gab.
Call that.
Call that shit.
Okay.
I
Magic.
skillfully reshape the memories of the listeners in the immediate area so that each creature of your choice within 5 feet of you forgets everything you said within the last 6 seconds, and then they then remember that I actually said the words I speak as the verbal component of the spell. So basically, I just changed what you said. Before I asked my thing about I was looking for the specific things, he was like, "Oh, do you already know what you were looking for?"
Right.
So I'm going to change my question about that to using the spell to change it to, "Oh yes, darling, I do know what I'm looking for. I've been smelling some cinnamon rolls all down the street, and I would quite love to get my hands on some."
Oh, of course.
That cost me
I'm
2 gold, by the way.
sorry, but we don't have any cinnamon rolls at this location. The cinnamon rolls are more of something that we put that the that the city slash island slash whatever it's called. I don't really know the politics of it. But they hire us to make them for people in in the main shopping center. So unfortunately we don't make them in house here, but if you would like to go to one of our other locations, you can get them there. Otherwise, we have a wide array of desserts. If that's what you're looking for, we also offer breakfast and lunch food as well. Um, but no dinner, unfortunately. Dinner is served in our hotel and inn specifically only. Uh, if you'd like, right now we are running a special on 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 pickled pumpkin squash pie.
Oh, sorry, I just lost the voice there for a second. Fuck me, Jesus.
I don't know about that
Oh, well.
biscuit.
Uh huh.
I was just replying to what you said. And
What was well, if you don't have any of those cinnamon rolls here, well, you mentioned pies. What kind of pies you have here? I'm quite partial to a cream pie myself. With a wink.
I'm sorry. Are you have something in your eye, miss?
Sorry, I'm just struggling to myself. Fuck me. Crikey.
I told you, Biscuit, not right now. Jesus.
Isaac, you piece of shit.
I told you two can play along, Biscuit.
I know, and it sucks, but
Ah!
it's hilarious.
It's fine. You like it. It's fine. Anyways,
I don't got nothing in my eye. Couldn't you just tell me about the pies you got here?
we have apple pie. Again, we have our special today, which is, again, a pickled pumpkin squash pie. We have, what is it? Huh. I, we also have a lemon pie and a blueberry pie and a single berry pie and a Driggle trot pie and pretty much it.
Berries pie.
The berry pie. The berry pie. It is like the berry pie, but very. Uh, well, I quite like the sound of that lemon pie. But I was hoping for something a little more exotic.
In what way, miss?
Well, surely you got something special here. Maybe something to be considered high luxury. Something rare to come by, perhaps.
Biscuits. What is your charisma?
The base charisma is 18 with a modifier of +4.
Okay, so cool. You can kind of see as he notices, as he takes a second and looks, as you did before you wiped his memory, um, to look you up and down, and try and figure out what is going on with you and what you're trying to do. Miss, I don't please don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think that you're here to buy anything. Am I correct? And he kind of like gives you like a little wink.
A little wink.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I was certainly planning on buying something if it got me closer to my goal.
And what may that be? He leans over and kind of whispers that to you.
I don't think it's quite something to be discussed out here in the public.
You're right. Hey, dear. Oh, you. Oh, I'm so sorry, miss. I did not realize you were an inspector. Would you like to follow me here? I'll show you what we have in stock.
Oh, yes, thank you.
He kind of like lifts. He kind of like goes over. He like ushers you over to like the little swinging door that allows him to walk in and out, and brings you to the other side of the counter with the into the door and into this little like room.
Now, I'm either about to get stabbed because I know about his criminal organization, or I'm about to be fucked. I'm fine with either. Either
So
way, I get penetrated.
meanwhile, oh my god, Beth, what would you like to do? What would Nadia do? What would Nada do?
I assume I see her getting led to the back room there.
Yeah, you notice all the wink and all that good stuff, implying that either he's the one you're looking for, or he's about to trick her. You can't quite tell.
Can I give her like a thumbs up, yes or no, before she leaves?
Sure.
Question is, do I see it?
Right. You have to make a pass. You have to make because your passive perception is 13, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to beat a 13 with disadvantage because he's not really looking in your direction.
Biscuit would or I would?
It would be my perception because I have to see you.
Oh yes,
No.
yes. I'm
Yeah. So that's why your DC is 13, but you have disadvantage because she's not facing you. So the only time she's really going to see you is when she's around the other side, on the other side of the desk, about to enter the room. So you really don't have a large window to give her a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
right.
Not saying that you can't. Not saying that it's not doable, but I would definitely try it if it were me.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
Because, that's
but
a
you miss
7
100%
then.
of the shots you don't take. So
Yeah, that's a 7 then. If it was advantage, it would have been a 20, but it's a 7 because disadvantage is gay.
Uh, so no, she doesn't
Apologies,
really notice.
viewers.
So there's no viewers; it's just us.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, she doesn't really. You try and what kind of you can still go ahead and describe your signal that you give. She just doesn't notice it.
She kind of gives like a thumbs up, and like kind of like tilts her head, like you know, like is that the guy? Is that the guy? But I guess then she notices, oh, she can't really see me. Fuck.
Yeah, we're both
Would
short.
you
We
like?
can't see over the crowd.
Would you like to? Would you like to go to the inn while she's doing that to see maybe if you get some information from the other Nick, or are you just going to stick around?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and check out the other Nick, see what's up with him.
Yeah. You walk into the inn and you instead of seeing you see what looks to be a very as you walk in, the bakery gives a very light, very nature as a very light, very nature aesthetic, like it out like you're in not like you're in the woods or anything, but like you're out like in a beautiful field on a beautiful spring day, where the inn half kind of gives you the more of the warm, cozy feeling that a log cabin would give. Um, Contrasting its uh, light, airy, and beautiful cafe bakery with a very rich, dark, cozy lodge-like inn. You see the identical man standing there, with the same identical shirt, with the same identical uh embroider, and same identical dirty blonde hair. Although you do notice as you walk up, he does have what looks to be a very faint scar under his right eye. Very, very faint.
Okay.
Hello, this is Nick. Hello, my name is Nick. This is the Sam's Bakery Inn. How can I help you today?
Hello. I was wondering if maybe I could get a room. She kind of like she does the air quotes thing when she says get a room.
I A room. Yes. What kind of room would you like? We have several suites available right now. As he kind of like perks up, like he understands what you're saying. We have the Barter Suite. the dine-in suite and the Darden suite available. Is it just you, dear?
Well,
Or will you have an associate joining you?
my associate seems to have gotten herself busy. Do you think there's...
I see. Follow me, dear.
anything you could do for me about that?
And I don't know what you mean. As he
Hmm.
starts to walk off, and he noticed as he starts to lead you down a hallway of rooms leading you to the end where you see each door you kind of notice is marked off slightly. Would you like to roll any kind of checks or anything while you're walking down this hallway?
Yeah, let me just kind of get the general vibe.
Gotcha.
Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure one of us is about to get fucked.
well, can I tell, is this a, am I actually getting into what I think I'm about to get into?
Oh,
And
that would
by
be
the way,
an
it's not
insight
gonna,
check.
okay, it's not gonna go the way you think.
I don't think anything, so I can't.
He's either going to be
physically.
going taken down to a drug den, or I think he's going to some sort of brothel.
I think I should have picked a more interesting thing to do.
Okay, insight. So,
It really is. The captain handles business while Nada and Dahlia get into mischief.
really,
Deadass. I'm signed up for this shit, though.
it's 13, by the way. The roll was 13.
13. For insight, yes. You do notice that there are bright. You do notice that this is actually a dimmer hallway, giving it more of a gringy kind of criminal vibe compared to the rest of the other hallways that you passed going to this one. This is our smoking area. Would that be okay?
Ooh.
Yes, thank you. I wasn't quite sure which of you I should go to. Your brother, or that is your brother, right? The one who runs the bakery.
Ah, yes, I see you've met Nick.
Yes, well, he seemed a little too goody two shoes, if that makes any sense.
Maybe he will be. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. As you notice that there seems to be thieves can't markings on the three doors at the end of the hallway.
Fuck, I'm with the wrong one.
Oh, let's. Would you like to go into? Oh, I think the Stilton suite will be for you, dear.
Still,
It has two beds. I hope that will be okay.
Yes, that should be more than enough.
He hands you a key with Stilton Suite written on it. Ah, yes. And if you're looking for an itinerary, there will be there's a pamphlet on the table in your room. Have a great day.
Thank you, and I presume I pay once I'm done.
Yes. Although something a little bit, although depending on your business, paying ahead of time would be preferred. He sticks out his hand.
I see.
girl
Well,
wants a tip.
she goes in her purse, uh, and she doesn't really have anything other than the 2 pearls in there, so she's like,
How much money do you have? Don't you have how much gold do you have from after you bought your stuff?
I have like 5 gold pieces.
Dude, everybody should have 15, dude. Just add 5 gold. No, I mean,
Okay.
technically the room's only 2, so you're fine. You'll still have gold.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I give him the 2 gold pieces then.
I'll be back with your change later.
Thank you.
He's either coming back to bring you drugs or he's gonna come back with lingerie.
Something like that.
I still don't know which one of us is having sex yet.
Neither do I.
And meanwhile, back at the
Exactly the
ranch,
plan.
as you walk
Meanwhile, with the fluffy tits.
God. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Nathan finally arrives on the ship. You've noticed as you were walking up, you noticed some weird action going on. Uh, as there seems to be as you see a burst of light, almost like fireworks during the day, erupt from the top of the ship
Oh
or
shit,
from the deck
Jason's
of the
awake.
ship.
I'm going to furrow my brow in confusion, not quite sure what that was. Was there like a snap pop beforehand?
If there was, you were slightly too far away to hear it.
Okay. So it wasn't a gunshot.
No,
Okay.
it's
So
magic. It's multicolor. I don't think they make gunshots that are multicolored.
certainly not. Okay, so he just furrows his brow in confusion and then begins to walk a little faster. Like, I think that might be a problem there, Woods.
Can't tell if you're making fun of the character or what.
No, it just my brain was just like, it sounds like a character from one of the Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine. So I did a Delfino voice.
Uh,
I'm a chuckster.
Anyways, yeah. So what are you doing? Sorry.
Um, hurrying my like just casual stride into more of a almost a jog. Like he's speed walking now. Like what the fuck's going on?
As you get closer, you can hear Core and an unfamiliar voice start to arguing. I told you I want to speak to the captain. Are you not the captain? I don't know what you're talking about. Just let me speak to somebody, okay? Now, how hard is that? Listen, sir. They're not here right now. I don't know why you're so upset. Uh, uh, here, just the second in command. You can talk to her. Is he like, what was her name?
Annabelle.
Yeah, yeah, dude. You know this better than I do. As I gotta play this over again. Okay. Um, as he kind of like takes Annabelle by the two forearms and pushes her. Yes, they went out. They took care of some business. They'll be back soon. I just want somebody. Can you just get them for me? It should not be this hard. Honestly, I just want to know why there's skin on my chain. It's not that difficult.
So would I be like within shouting distance?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be appropriate to start announcing my arrival. Oi, 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 oi! What's all this? Somebody asking for the captain. Here he is.
Did you hear that?
Did that not come through?
Oh, I heard it loud and clear, darling. But I think Isaac himself is the one who's dead.
What?
Oh, I was.
Hello?
I think
Oh,
Did that
seems
not come
Isaac's
through?
back.
I didn't go anywhere.
Did Did you not hear me?
Hear you what? On what thing?
The line Nathan
Yeah,
announced
I
his
heard
presence.
you. I said hello there.
I
Oh,
think you went so hard with the hello there that you peaked your mic and it didn't come through.
I think maybe.
Hello there.
Afternoon, Mister.
Name's Jason.
I am Nathan, captain of this vessel.
Somebody! Someone I
I-
can speak to.
Oh,
All of a sudden, as you're walking, he like does something with his hands, and all of a sudden you're on the ship.
Oh my, are you a witch of some form?
Not a witch. Not at all. I was a wizard. Well, before that, I was an amulet, but we don't talk about that right now. But now I am back to a wizard. Do you know why this is stuck to my hand?
I had assumed you had chained it to yourself in efforts to keep it.
He point as you like points to the golden hand dangling from the chain on his wrist. Does it look like I want it attached to me?
Well,
Also, it has skin all over it. He like points to where your skin burned off of your hand and melted to the chain when you tried to touch it before.
yeah, you see, I was kind of. In fact, I was told to examine it by my. Well, they're not officers yet.
Yes. Do you know where Laura is?
Lara. No, sir, I'm afraid I don't know, Alara. Or
Okay.
would you know Laura?
What?
Would Nathan know of Laura?
Oh, a history check. She is a. She is. What did we decide she is? Is she a pirate or in the military?
I feel like with the military, it's slightly more likely because of the whole fact of that's the closest thing she'll get to the dream of being a knight. Though she will
Okay. Yeah.
absolutely be one of those ones who will break the rules when necessary.
Gotcha. So I mean, yeah, I mean, either way, it's feasible you might have heard of her, especially because of the fact that she drives a freaking airship.
Also, the fact that the family.
Yeah, but they haven't. But they don't really talk about Laura anymore. I was
This is
dictated
why
by
I
the
just
fact.
said possibly.
Uh, I rolled I got 6 on my history check.
So no, you have no. You know, you've known like 8 Lauras in your whole life. You have no idea, like if he's speaking of a specific one or who specific. Laura is a very common name. Let's just
Yeah,
put it that way.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, there was the Laura down at the bakery. There was there was the wench Laura who gave one of your crew members AIDS.
Hell, I grew up down the road from a last name Laura. Triton, or
No, she was human. I think. I don't know. I really don't know. The last thing I remember is us standing there, or off to the side, me and the other guys around the hand, touching it. And the next thing I know, I'm on a ship with it chained to my hand, and I have no idea where I am, what time it is, or anything like that. And either
it,
you took me prisoner or something happened.
whoa. As soon as he hears the word prisoner, he like holds up his hand and starts waving them back and forth over each other. No. We found you sat on a piece of driftwood amidst the ocean. We are currently on the island of Aberos in the capital city port.
And
And he's gonna dig out his pocket watch to see the current time.
Just time of day, not time of year.
What is the current date? I would know. I gotta like keep track of that.
it is like equivalent to our time. I'll give you I'll do like J.R.R. Tolkien. I'll give you an equivalent to our time. I'll do a translation for you.
Okay.
So in our time, it'd be like early May. It's like May 4th. It's like May 4th or May 5th.
Okay, so like early spring.
Right.
Okay, bet. And I assume like 4:40 p.m.
Well, it's actually about 5, 6 o'clock. 5:40, 5:30, 5:40.
Okay. It
In the
is
afternoon.
early May, early
Yep.
spring, and almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. But the question is, what? You found me where? I'm sorry. I'm a little bombastic right now because I don't really know what's going on.
Well, I would begin to like step up the deck of the ship towards my cabin, and I would like open the door and like motion him in. Come on in. I've got fine chairs.
He's
Have
like
a
putting
seat.
his hand. He's rubbing his index finger and his thumb against his temple and his eyebrows, like just right above his eyebrows on his forehead. He's rubbing him from the inner side of his forehead, from where his nose is all the way out to his temples. There
Yes,
is
the
something
intelligent
very
man's face palm.
yes. He is very much human. He is not. He is not Tritoned. The only other people that you've seen that are humans, of course, are the Valetas, that you know of. He's wearing a dark blue wizard robes, and that again are like all torn up. And you notice that before his hair and his face made him look kind of like Tom Hanks from at the end of Castaway, but now but it seems that in the time that you've been gone, he's been awake. He's either physically or magically trimmed his beard into a goatee, um, and his hair has been cut to a short enough length that that it's slicked back, but not long enough that it would like that whenever that it would ever like if it was gelled or anything like that, or if it was ungelled or anything like that, it would fall down and hit him in the face.
Okay.
And it also gives it a very light, and he also has a very light, puffy texture to it. The salt and pepper, it's not gone, but it is a little bit more pronounced here. And in fact, you notice that his hair you didn't notice before, but it has like strings of gold in it, and the same color gold as the hand.
Okay. Does he though come into the captain's cabin? Because he's kind
He does.
of okay. Well, as he does, he steps in and around the desk, and he's got the charts still set out, and he points about like roughly a few days, like a week before they arrived, where they were on the path they traveled. You know, like on the chart.
Yeah.
We picked off a piece of driftwood. I'm not sure if it was a bit of wreckage. About here.
Wreckage. Wreckage from what? Yes, yes, I remember. I remember now. The airship. It crashed. But how did I? What? I don't understand. Last time, all I did was wish my wish. Oh my God, it worked. And it worked. But that doesn't explain why it's chained to my hand. Doesn't explain that. Did they do this to me? Did the hand do this to me? Is this a punishment? But I thought that it didn't have any catches. It was a free. I don't. You notice as he's like moving his hand, he's now like messing with his hair and messing with his coat. As you see what looks to be a very like dull and cracked open amulet that at one point looked to be full and like looked to hold some kind of magical properties.
Nate just looks almost concerned. Like he's sat down in his chair by now. He's taken off his hat, And he's got like his eyebrows raised really high. Like, in fact, his next words are, "Sir, you didn't hit your head on your way onto the deck, did ya?"
Not that I'm aware of.
Alright. I'm just making sure. So, yeah, I didn't quite understand much of that. I, as a player, did, but Nathan's not following.
I know all of the
Okay.
law.
You see this? He like points in the hand again. This is a very powerful artifact that, when touched, is said to have can grant an unlimited wish to a person. Right? I was working. I unfortunately got stuck at some point due to some magic mishappery I had while serving under a not so good king who forced me to teach him magic.
Hey.
I got trapped in this amulet here. Somehow made my way over to the islands. Somehow I got put on this. Somehow I got picked up and put and attached to this woman named Laura. Her and her group of people were together. We're looking for the hand. As you know, I guess they were pirates, you could say, as good pirates do, and they ended up getting a. Then they were very close to finding it. We were here. Then we were at a marble tower in the middle of the sea with a bunch of robot dudes. I don't know. They built us an airship. We took that all the way to Brain. Then there, we fought two giant white dragons with the power of poetry and
What the fuck? I
friendship.
do not remember that.
It's not how you remember. It's how Jason remembers it.
Fair, but yeah.
Then but before that, they were able to, with my help, set me free from the amulet. So I went with them to help them. Then we crashed on Brain in this giant airship because we were being pursued by Bastion and his people because they were also trying to find the hand. Then we killed them, I think. And then we all touched the hand. Someone disappeared, which is weird that I remember that because I was told that if you fail, you were wiped from existence. I wish to have ultimate knowledge in the universe. I saw a bright, bright light. And then all of a sudden, I woke up on your ship. That's it. That's all I remember.
Well, the only connection I can make to that is you said this Lara is a human, like you and Mr. The Valetas. Wait, where's Melton? Somebody go get Melton.
Oh shit, would Milton remember him?
Milton's here, isn't he? Isn't he? He should be in the cabin. Like I'm gonna. Yeah.
He might have
wanna
gone
roll
off
a
with some nice sailor boys.
Right. Do you wanna read? Do you also wanna like roll a history check to see if any of this sounds familiar to you?
I can, yes.
I
Because
didn't
maybe
say you.
name.
What?
Because maybe I'm just like blanking on the name. Maybe the rest of the tale will be familiar. Hold on.
Right.
Nope. Natural 2 plus 2, 4.
Two. The only things that you really the only thing so the only things you really know from that story are Bastion because he took over. The only thing you really recognize Bastion because he took over the he took over the islands for about 8 years ago. Then the Duke and then you were part and then you only remember this because the Duke hired you and your shipping crew to make supply shipments for the war.
Okay.
So but it's kind of hazy exactly who Bastion was or what he did and why you guys were fighting him because of the fact that you were so young 8 years ago. Because you had only just started your journey.
Well, yeah, a few years. I would have just been let out of the cabin boy position.
Yeah,
All
right,
enough,
exactly.
like everybody else. But I'm still blanking on a lot of that Bastion. That's familiar. I think I did some work while I was younger in my career. I was still serving with Edwin Phelps on his ship, the Patton Boxer, and I reckon the Duke had us running wartime supplies of all sorts of shite, man. Over
War? What do you mean war? He came over, he turned everything into a circus, and he took over the islands.
and I would presume that the war was to go like and
Yes,
uncapture islands from. Okay, well,
the war was basically to defeat to take the islands back from Bastion.
all right. That may have been the case some time ago, but it's certainly not anymore.
Like,
No, the
what do you mean
islands
not
are.
anymore? As you
No.
as you as you were talking in this, all of a sudden you hear the door open as as Woods comes in, holding in one hand holding a naked Milton, uh,
Oh,
like
okay.
lifting it up, like holding him by the back of his neck, as Neil Milton's kind of like trying to cover himself up and holding one of your other crewmates who are also naked, doing the same thing in the same way.
Oh God.
Are these did he bring me both of the Miltons?
Well, they are from they are Navy men, so
Don't.
Not like like one of them's like fully dressed and perfectly fine, and the other one is the human Milton. One's a Semite Milton, and one's the human Milton.
So yeah, Nathan's eyes are immediately going to dart up to the. If this chair wasn't bolted to the floor, it would have rocked backwards.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. What was I? That was distract. What was I going to ask you? Oh, right.
What?
Can we? Can I find? I start like looking around for something to like throw at him to like.
There's a small blanket on the back of your chair that you mainly
Bet.
only use whenever it's cold. It's like it's not big at all. It's in fact the size of a baby blanket, but it's enough to keep either your feet cold when you want to put your feet up and it's cold outside during the winter time.
All right. So yeah, I'll toss that at Milton as well. Here, but you do that first.
Yeah, not your jacket. The baby
What am
towel
I?
for your feet.
Excuse me, but what am I supposed to do with this? And it doesn't even fit around me. Look, he tries to like put it around his waist, but it only goes to about his hips. See, what am I supposed to do? Hold it like this. I got someone literally choking me from the backside of my neck.
Sorry about that, Woods. You can put them down, man. Thank you very much.
Yes. As you do that, you notice that Jason just looks there petrified.
That's not normal. He leaned.
I thought that you I thought that you said that Bastion was dead. But he was just right there, was he not?
Huh?
Did he not just bring in two naked men? Am I going crazy?
That's Woods. He's been on the ship since we picked up the rest of the officers from Lombus, from the Verletas.
What? Woods? Oh, you see him as he like gives Woods like a side eye, and Woods kind of if you want to go ahead and yeah, as he gives Woods a side eye. Okay, he's Woods. Very well. Kind of just trying, like, almost like pushing it off, like he'll come back to this later.
Well,
Oh, Laura better not find out about this.
Milton, do you know any humans named Lara?
Human. Well, I don't know a Laura, but my sister's name is Laura. If that's what you mean.
I'm sorry, that's my accent, man. I'm also very sorry about that. I kind of just said, "Hey, somebody get Milton," and you would.
But my headphones died for a second. I had to switch them out.
Yay! They died! Hooray! Also,
You kind of what?
you keep forgetting Laura was the cover name. Laura was the real name.
What? I thought it was flipped.
I just have one way to pronounce that name in this accent.
Fair enough.
Anyways,
Like there will always be in Dahlia.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Anyways, what'd you say? Because I like my headphones died, so I didn't hear what you said. Before all that.
Nathan was apologizing to Milton because I'm sorry about that. You know Woods, and I did just kind of blurt out, "Somebody go get Milton."
I was in the middle of leisure activity. You really have to forgive me right now.
Calm down, Milty. As soon as you answer the man's questions, we go back doing whatever he'd like to do.
What a fucking gay crybaby. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh my god.
I mean, he almost got choked to death by Woods, and he's naked. Would you not? Would you not cry if you almost got choked to death and you were naked?
Milton, he'd probably be into that, but
Go.
He would be
Oh,
if he
no,
wasn't
no,
caught.
no.
He wouldn't. He
It
would be
would
if
be
he
if
wasn't
I was
caught.
there with the equipment.
It's not even that. It's the fact that he was caught off guard.
I think I want to throw myself overboard after that last one, Biscuit.
so I heard.
Oh dear
Gleesh.
Lord!
I'm gonna dangle my head over this cannon and give the order to fire away.
Oh yes. Anyways,
And it's all on recording. Hello, recording.
oh dear God. Okay, this was a great. This was a great and also terrible idea, but
Hey,
Preserved for
anyways,
posterity.
yeah.
maybe you should go get your clothes and compose yourself while you
I
think
got
of.
compose myself, not in the fun way.
Just like
God.
half of it cut out. All I got was, and not in a fun way.
Yeah, that was. He said, "How am I supposed to enjoy that?" Come on, no, it wasn't even telegraphed. He didn't say anything.
Nathan would like lean forward and like prop his elbow on his desk and like close his eyes and pinch the bridge of his nose.
Is anybody else wildly uncomfortable?
Yes. Yes,
Boy, can you leave, please? Actually, Hermione will take care of it. you see him as if like with no effort at all. He doesn't even move his hands or anything. He just you can just kind of tell that he's like thinking of it. Of the fact that Milton needs clothes and that needs to be in the other room. As Milton just all of a sudden like disappears, and but before he does, he's just put he just has like rags put on him, like him some kind of clothing.
We are still no closer to our answers. And I have to forget about that before I have to look that man in the eye and give a speech as I promote him to an officer on my ship.
I him, an officer. Sir, I'm sorry, but he seems much more like a little deckhand than he does anything else.
Second mate. It's an assistant position, if you will. Necessary, but you know, you get my meaning.
I don't think I know you said it before, but I was kind of delirious. So, my name. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jason. He puts out his hand. He instinctually, because he's used to putting out his right hand, puts out the hand that has the golden hand attached to it, and it starts to swing back and forth, almost touching you. If you are to move forward, but if you were to move forward to shake his right hand, it would in fact touch you.
He would like position his hand as if he wants to reach for the shake, but he's also like looking at the swinging hand, like, hey,
Yes, I'm sorry about that. He puts it down, and then it does with his left hand. I am very not used to this.
it's fine. I always shake with my right hand as well, so it's the same. Nathan, captain of the Fortune's Loyal.
Well, I guess that we're stuck together for a while, huh?
I suppose.
Yes, I really need help. How long? Last I remember, Bastion had just taken over. Do you know how long ago that was?
Well, that must have been before I started working as a sailor, and I started at I was almost 10.
Well, Bastion took over, so that's when Bastion took over 8 years ago. That's Bastion was not in power very long, maybe 8 months.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of like this was like a several year.
Yeah,
Never.
no, it was 8 years ago. He was around for 8 months because he didn't get access to the hand because clearly Jason has the hand.
There's clearly some shenanigans ensued.
Well, I do remember that Bastion was about 8 years ago, I guess, is when it started.
I'm sorry. Did you just say 8 years ago?
I did.
8 years ago. Oh,
You've been
oh,
at sea for 8 years.
Been 9 years.
it's been 8 years. Where'd that time go? Did I just disappear and reappear? What happened? Nathan, I'm sorry. I know this is probably out of your pay range, and I don't know quite who or what you're doing, or if you're a pirate or not. But you seem like a good guy. Am I wrong?
Well, I certainly try to be.
Can you help me find? Oh God, I hate this so much. Can you help me find my memories?
I'm not exactly sure how to do that.
Well, get on board. Apparently I'm an all-knowing wizard, and neither do I. So
He's an
right
all-knowing
there
wizard
with
who
you.
doesn't know.
Right there with you.
Oh. Um, I suppose, yes. If you'd like to stick around on the crew,
It's not about what I like; it's what we need. And I believe having a wizard on board could quite help you in whatever way, what do you do? I'm sorry. Before I
Oh,
properly align with you, you're not a murderer, are you, or a slaver? Because that is where I cross the line. I'm sorry. I will do a lot of messed up things, but I will not do that.
I run a merchant company. I just standard goods, commercial and provisional.
Oh, thank God. Thank the gods.
Just normal merchants, really.
Normal merchants of me and daughter off getting drugs.
I'm not sure how to sell the facts. I'm just.
Well. It's
But actually, now that I think about it, you probably woke up to an empty hold. Yeah, we offloaded our cargo, 16 tons of furs.
I woke up. What? I woke up to salt water in my face.
Water. Oh, okay. Did somebody throw water on you?
No, I was just in the bottom half of the ship where water is.
Oh, yeah, the bilges tend to, yeah. I wasn't really sure where to put you, you know. Like, down among the stoves is really the safest place, because if we come under fire, then, and if you're above the water line, it might be bad.
Well, I'll just stay here. As behind you, all of a sudden, there just appears a door behind you. Imagine the same aesthetic as the rest of your cabin, but on the little side, it has a little plaque that says Jason on it. Jason's room on it.
Oh, there's just another door, and there's just another cabin in my cabin.
I don't know.
Pocket dimension, maybe? I don't know.
Or is it just like a door floating there? Is there no, like, room around it?
You don't know. He walks over. He opens the door, and there's just another. It looks like a carbon copy. He just copied your room. He just looks like your sleeping area. Copied it and put it right in there, and then you just see him as he's like, "The ember that shines bright with me. Magic. My magic is strong." As he's just like moving his fingertips and things are changing around him, as if he's getting used to having this much power.
I mean, I say you kind of disappeared, Milton. Is he okay, by the way? You just sent him to, like, the other room?
He's fine. He's fine. I just moved him downstairs. I gave him clothes. I moved him downstairs. That's it.
I
Okay.
really thought he would have run back and been like, "You bitch!"
What?
I really thought Milton was gonna like run back and just be like, "You bitch!"
Hasn't been time.
He gets sent back again.
Right. He hasn't had any time to do anything yet.
So Nathan would find, like, he keeps a stack of, like, just sheets of cloth. It's about, like, a foot by a foot, just a square, to use as bags for, like, divvying out pay.
Yeah.
And start putting 3 together.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't catch any of that.
Nathan is going to start putting together the pay for the rest of the party. He's going to get, like,
Gotcha.
3 cloth and start counting out coins.
What are you doing?
Oh, divvying out the first pay for the officers.
How much? Wait, how much is it?
1,400 pieces.
As you just see. Okay. Can I try something?
Sure.
As he closes his eyes and just puts his hand out, as all of a sudden you just like see, as if it's Star Wars, coins moving around all by themselves, organizing them. How many stacks do you need? Still with his eyes closed.
Just 3.
3. As he evenly, as like 1,400 coins, like just neatly get stacked up. Really, and as magic as they like glow with like this light blue greenish color, as all of a sudden there's a little roll around it that has Jason's face on it, and just says Jason's Money, Jason's Bank Incorporated on the side.
Oh, god damn it! He's already
Value 1,400 coins.
Is this does this work? Well,
What?
and he's a has Nathan ever seen a coin of this mint before? Does this
I
is
mean,
it
it's
just
just
heavy?
he just put them in rolls. That's all he did. He just put them in rolls.
Oh, okay. I got never mind. I was confused.
You also
Okay,
sound
bet.
like static when you talk. There's like static in the background.
If need be, I can swap over to my PC and figure out a way to.
Are you standing by your fan?
No, I mean we're kind of sitting under it.
Oh, that's why. That's yeah. The fan. It's picking it. The mic's picking up the fan.
All right.
The fan is
You're
shut
good.
off.
Oh, okay. Say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit, but I think part of it's part of the fan, and then the other part of it was just the fact that you guys are on speakerphone. It's good now. Well, meanwhile, while you're doing
I
that,
believe fucking Jason's already corporatizing. He's made his own bank already, motherfucker.
he doesn't have a bank. He's just putting himself on there because he's a selfish dick.
Yeah, but I expect that in Arcadia he has one real bank.
Maybe he does. He does have his own money. He does have his own currency.
Yes, I expect that bank's become real.
It's very weird playing him this way because he's not like normal Jason, as Jason normally would be. So it's a little bit weird.
I mean, he's still Jason. I mean, he put his face on the rolls of money. Of course, he's still Jason.
He's still Jason, but he's not full Jason.
Oh, I would
Anyway.
have needed to do that 2 more times. By the way,
What?
I would have that
Okay, yeah,
Nathan. Yeah, he would have just needed that times 2 more.
yeah. I got you. Meanwhile, who wants to go next? Seth or Seth? Do you want to go, or do you want Biscuit to go?
I think Biscuit should go. I
Yeah,
really want to
what?
see where he's headed.
I need
Yeah,
each one of you
who?
guys. Yes. So I need you to pick a number 1 through 4.
How about
Oh,
3?
I expect this is going to determine who gets who gets the drugs and who gets arrested.
I need both of you guys to pick a number 1 through 4.
I
Two,
picked
It cannot
3.
be. You pick 3, and Biscuit, what do you
Yes.
pick?
two.
2. Alrighty. Rolling d4.
Rolling, rolling.
Isaac, did you see what I sent you?
No, I did not. And
Uh,
interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Um. Yes. So as you enter this room, uh, you see it has like some shelves and some stuff, and you see it has a door, and then it has like a crate, and as he's coming in, he's moving the crate off to the side, revealing what looks to be a trap door.
I'm assuming this is me then.
Yes, that's what I said. Can you, Steph? Can you guys try and leave and come back?
yeah.
I wonder if that will help.
Yeah, we let into a room. He's revealed the trapdoor.
Yeah. So what do you do, Misty?
I take it we're going down there then.
Of course. Of course. Sorry. Yeah, of course. Well, after you, Miss.
Good.
A true gentleman
Alrighty.
never goes first.
Dahlia, strutting her stuff, goes first. Is it? It's a. What's on the other side of the trapdoor? Is it stairs or a ladder?
It's a ladder.
No, it's hard to climb a ladder sexily.
Well, I mean, you're wearing
I
a
just.
skirt.
Oh, I know exactly what I can do then. Because when to get onto the ladder, I just sort of because you have to bend down to get onto a downwards ladder like that, right? Because it's not sticking out to the top too much because it's a trap door.
Right.
So I clearly just exaggeratedly bend over
Oh goodness. Okay.
as I get on the ladder.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, you go down the ladder, revealing what looks to be a very dark sewer-like tunnel. With like a few torches lighting the way down. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I know which of us has the correct nick.
But it is very cold. It's not like it's very cold and damp, and it smells like mold and kind of it smells like a mixture of poop and pee.
Well, this certainly ain't the most pleasant of locations.
Well, it's not about the place. It's about the destination.
Ah, so we're not
Um,
at the destination yet. That's good.
no, just follow me.
Follows.
Alrighty. Um. Meanwhile,
They've switched to Nathan.
hello.
Oh, we did a thing. So now
Okay.
our audio should be better because we are using headset that we will swap back and forth, but we can
Okay.
both hear you all because it's projecting from TV.
Okay. Awesome. Well, it is Seth's turn. Uh. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Yes. You enter the room. You're in this room. You see it has a small dresser on it, made of all made of light oak. A table made of pine, and a bed frame made of cedar wood. On
Okay.
the table, you will see what looks to be a very a folded up piece of paper. It's not like the normal piece of paper. It's very white and pristine.
All right. Um, is it in a language I can read?
It's in several languages. It's in common, Sylvan, and a language that you don't know.
Okay. I guess I'll read it. See what my options are. Head ass.
On it, it says mm, two paces forwards, one pace back. Turn right, then left, then turn right back. Pull the knob and squeeze the horn. Then you shall be where you were born.
I shall what?
Be where you were born.
She kind of scratches her head and looks at it like, I wonder what that means. I guess I'll do it. I don't remember the exact motion you described. My bad.
So it said walk two paces forward. That puts you in front of a window. Walk one pace back. That puts you at the far end of the bed. On the bed frame, you notice what looks to be you turn right, which puts you in front of the dress. You turn right, which puts you in front of the dresser. You turn left, which puts you in front of the door. You turn left again. Then you turn right again, which puts you in front of the dresser. You notice and then it said pull the lever, but you don't quite see a lever.
Do I need to make an investigation check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. I shall make this investigation and hopefully pass it. Let's see. Did you see what I said?
No, I have not.
Okay. You can let me know what you think about it. like in messages or like after the game or whatever. But
Okay.
I made it for you. Come on, that wasn't funny. Okay.
No, I'm sure someone will
Oh,
find it funny.
all right. What does an 18 get me?
As you're looking at it, as you look at the dresser, you notice that there is what looks to be a on the top of it looks to be some kind of lamp. It looks to be a lamp, but it's not like straight up. In fact, it's diagonal. Um, and it kind of gives off it kind of gives off the look of a lever. That's the only lever like thing that you can see.
All right, I'm gonna pull that shit.
You pull it forward, and as you do, you hear you hear like a creaking noise. I can't really do a good creaking noise. I tried. Kind of, yeah, coming from behind you.
Okay. I turn around and see what that shit is.
As you turn around, you notice that the bedpost in front of you it has the top of it has come open, and you see what looks to be a small. It looks to be a small horn with a little leather bag that seems to be full of air.
A what?
A little tiny horn with a little leather bag attached to it that's full of air.
Like
Okay.
the old bike horns.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I squeezed the horn.
It does that twice as the air escapes. As all of a sudden you see you see the dresser kind of move into the wall and then move into the wall past where the wall is and slide out, revealing a hidden staircase.
Man, your secret doorway is so much cooler than mine.
Can I like see if there is anything like is it a dark hallway or like can I see
It,
down it?
it's dim. It's lit. It's lit by torches.
Can I hear anything like echoing from down there? Can I hear anything from down there?
Roll investigation, perception, or yeah, what of
I'm gonna
anything of
roll
that nature.
investigation just to see what I can see with my five senses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before going in, and that's a natural 3 plus 1.
so
4.
3 plus 4. You just
Yeah.
see you can't really hear anything as there seems to be a fight going on in the room next to you. So all of a sudden that's all you can really hear at the moment is just two is like a woman and a man just yelling at each other. But um you can see a little bit of the hallway, but it is but it no but not very much. You can see probably about down the stairs, including the stairs, you can probably see about 15 feet.
All right. I guess I start heading down the stairs.
As you head down the stairs, uh, the hallway you notice is not lit. It's not fully lit up, but as you kind of walk, the torches in front of you magically light themselves. Um,
Okay.
yes. As you continue down there, as you can make your way down this very creepy hallway, um, you see what look the remnants of what used to be like old like chambers. It doesn't like there's some hallways that are blocked off. There's one with brick. There's one that has rubble, and it seems that like whatever used to be down. There's a door. Uh, there's like an empty door frame. With nothing but with what looks to be like there's a door frame and then there's wood behind that door frame. Instead of like a normal door, it looks like this used to be some kind of cavern of some kind, but it's just so old and it's been so long that it's not. There's nothing in here anymore that you can see that's accessible. At least from a little glance.
Okay. I guess Nada just kind of looks around in confusion, like, what even is this place?
Um, does Nada push forward?
Yeah, I guess I'll keep going.
As Nada pushes forward, you start to hear a light hum. Mm, as if like
Okay.
coming from some kind of like it sounds like the mixture between like a floor creek and a frog and like a toad. Uh,
Uh-oh.
but yeah, so you go down and you see what looks in front of you. You see a metal door with a with no door handle and a slit where most people's eye with two pairs of slits. One higher where most people most with where most average height people's eye line would be, and then one where your eye line is. Um,
Yeah, short queens.
and meanwhile, back at the ranch, uh, Nick leads. Nick leads Dahlia into a similar looking door, except this door does not have any kind of eye holes or anything like that. It just has a doorknob.
Well, this was quite a trek just to find a private little room.
I would say so. It's so much more than that. What's your passive perception is 13? You said
Yep.
okay. You notice that he seems slightly off.
What do you mean
Then he
slightly off?
like he seems slightly odd compared to how he's normally been. As if like for some reason, like you get the weird sense that he wants you to go in first. After you, dear. He like opens the door, but not enough for you to see what's on the other side. You coming?
Oh, I think you should go first. In fact, I'd highly suggest it. And that when I say it like that, it means I'm casting the spell suggestion.
He has to make a wisdom save, right?
I think so. I'm getting my documentation up again, so I have access to that. My documentation. I'm so glad you let us use spells outside of battle with no slots, because it means I have infinite suggestion.
Well, not really, because you can really only use it on a person once.
Wisdom saving throw against 14.
Oh, okay. So I mean, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 17 anyways.
Damn it.
No, I think
I see
I think
nothing in here that says that they know that it's happened.
what? Yeah,
Well, that
I don't.
says that they know suggest. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Come on, that's not what a true gentleman does.
Come now, you can't expect me, simple little woman on my own, to just walk through a big mysterious door without at least being able to see what's on the other side.
What's your charisma?
Again, my charisma is 18 with a modifier of +4.
Damn, damn. Okay.
Is Nick just rolling godly?
No, he rolled exactly an 18 because he want and to intimidate because he gives you like a death stare to like get it, like stop messing around, get in there, stop messing around, just go, kind of thing.
It doesn't intimidate me, but I do notice it.
Why are you being so difficult all of a sudden?
Well, I'm sure anyone would find it suspicious that I'm just being led out through a trapdoor, then through the sewers, and now to a big metal door.
You said you wanted access to the black market, didn't you? As he says, like he's saying it really slow, like that, because with every word he takes a step closer and closer to you, getting like right as soon as he finishes, getting right up in front of your face.
It's time for the insight to see if he's saying that as in he genuinely thought that, or if he's like, just an insight to see if I can glean anything, I guess.
Yeah,
Nope,
go
I
ahead.
don't. It's a 7.
He seems like he's being very genuine with you, just kind of aggravated that you've been cool with him all this time, and then suddenly you're like changing, and all of a sudden you're not cool. Like, where did that come from?
I just double check my bits.
What's your strength score, by the way?
9 with a -1 modifier.
Okay, what's your intelligence?
12,
What's your wisdom?
15,
Okay, and what's your constitution?
16.
Cool, 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 cool. I just wanted to know all your stats.
I'm fucked. It's
No,
at this point that Donnie is like, what's
I'm
the
just
worst
curious.
that could happen? And just goes in.
As you go in, the door shuts behind you, revealing no Nick. And in front of you, you see bars, a cot, and a cot, and a cot.
The real thing is, he's still outside that door, yeah?
Yeah, that side of the door doesn't have any. It fades into the wall, and there's no doorknob.
So what I'm going to do now is yell through the door using command to say open. To try and get him to open the door.
You can try roll. I would. Can you roll Arcana with disadvantage for that because you're yelling through a stone wall?
Why would I roll like it's command? It's a wisdom save for
Oh,
him.
oh, well, yeah. Well then. Oh, sorry. Then he gets advantage because you're yelling through you're yelling through a stone wall. I can find my D. Oh, here it is. Damn. He really needed that. What was it again?
My DC?
Yeah.
14.
Bruh. Okay. Yeah. He got a 13 plus 1.
Shit.
I'm sorry. What was that? I can't hear you.
Motherfucker.
Fades off.
That's him walking away, I'm assuming.
Yes. As you just as all of a sudden you just feel like like a glob of wet hit the back of your head.
Shit, this isn't a prison. This is a beast cage. I will turn and see what it's come from.
As you as you turn around to see a guard, um as you turn around and you get smacked in the face with spit.
Well, that
As you
is
see,
awful rude.
and you're scum. You're gonna be charged.
Charged with what?
Attempt to defy the government. terrorist. He
How
spits
does
on you.
wanting to sleep with the baker make me a terrorist?
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm glad you said persuade. If you had said deception, I would have been like, no. Also, I'm going to use my persuasive gaze to get advantage on any charisma-based roll once per day. Because this feels
Okay.
like the time to use it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's a 21. That's fine, I guess.
Oh,
What did you just say?
I said, oh.
I was talking to Biscuit.
What was what?
What did you say you rolled?
21.
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
what
I'm
I
an
thought I
idiot. Never
heard.
mind. 18. I'm the idiot. Never mind. I'm a dumbass.
Wow.
He added
Either way.
9 plus 10 wrong.
I read the total instead of doing the separate thing. Like I'm an idiot. Shut up. Still, it's still mid.
It's 18 is not mid.
It's 18 though, so that's fine.
It's one below crit. It's not mid at all. Anyway,
No. The dice roll wasn't 18. The total was 18.
yeah. Either way. Oh. Which nick did you have? The one with the scar, or the one without the scar?
I had a. Did it? Which one was it?
You had the normal one. You had the normal nick.
Yeah, because I didn't remember you mentioning that the other one had a scar. So
He did. He had a very faint scar below his eye.
fair enough. It had no scar.
Ah. Yeah, come on. He does this sometimes. The guard unlocks the cage. Come
I
on,
really,
miss.
I really don't think he understood any of my innuendo.
No, he just does this for fun. Come on.
Well, it's him who's missing out.
Unfortunately, the elevator doesn't reach down here, so you're gonna have to take the stairs.
Well, I'm
He
certainly
walks
not. I'm certainly not
you.
a stranger to being active.
He brings you to the end of the prison or the end of the jail, and you see a spiral staircase looking exactly like the one that you saw at the when you guys went to the library earlier that day. He thinks it's funny to take random people and put them in jail because he can. Honestly, if his brother wasn't a 2-bit criminal, we'd arrest him too. We need him though. Anyways, go. Have a
So he
good
just
day.
said
Sorry
if
about
his
that.
brother wasn't a criminal. So the one that put me in there was okay. I've confirmed which one's the criminal. Mission failed successfully.
You rolled an 18. He's a common guard. His wisdom is -2.
I know, but I
His
meant the fact
intelligence is
that the mission
-2.
was to determine which one was the criminal. And it didn't go the way I intended, but I got the answer.
Oh no, I just did that to you, mess with you.
What?
I just made you roll to mess with you.
Oh, you bitch.
That
The point
roll meant
is,
nothing.
I still got the answer I went to seek, which is the identity of the one that's the criminal.
Yes.
And I know how to tell them apart now.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. As you go, you feel the same sensation of the floating quickness that I described Nathan as feeling earlier when going up these sets of stairs. As instead it stops you at the top floor, revealing the library.
Right. It's evening time by now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 7:30 ish.
I was about to be like, I wonder if I'll be confident enough to know where I'm going again. But then I remembered how confident I was before, and I was like, oh no, Dahlia would absolutely just go for it again.
Well, I mean, it's also like really close by. Oh yeah, Nathan, are you going to be bringing Jason with you to the party?
I if he wants to go, I guess he can. But I was only planning on bringing the officers with me.
Yeah, make sure to
Alright.
bring Milton. That's
He is
very
an
important.
officer. Milton is the second. Oh, he's not the second mate yet. He will be.
He really doesn't. Oh Jesus! You
Oh, well,
really give him.
he may be your second mate, but he's my first official mate.
His second mate doesn't do much, by the way, in terms of naval status. They are there to observe and assist other officers when necessary.
Oh, he's certainly observant.
I fucking called it. All right.
Anyway, I'm just gonna make my way back. I'm not going back into the baker side of. I can't go back into the baker side of things. So I just have to go straight to the inside and try and not be seen by the baker one.
So are you just? Are you? But question is, why don't you just? It's almost party time.
Well, I
Too.
mean,
Well,
I was gonna do the whole thing of before we go to this party, which the officers have the leisure to go to, I shall promote you to the officers. But I mean, it's about 7 o'clock. I think he's just kind
I'm
of like
just going
tapping
to
his
get
foot on
Nada
the quarterdeck.
basically.
Yeah.
I'm
As
just
you
going to get Nada. That's it.
Okay, got you. Meanwhile, Nada, you see this door. What do? Slit at the bottom. Slit at the bottom at your eye level. Slit at the top at a higher eye level.
I'm gonna go ahead and look through the thing at
You
my eye
can't.
level.
You can't look. It's like it opens on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a slit.
This
It
door is
opens on
the
the
only
other.
thing that I see then.
Yeah.
I guess I knock on it.
You see as you knock on it, you hear the top slit open. Who's there?
Down here, she waves her hand.
Oh, sorry, Martin. As the bottom one opens. Hello.
Hello.
What is the password?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was the password?
Oh. Um. Well, Nick didn't really give me a password.
Ah, you can't come in without a password. Everyone who is down here has a password.
What's the room name?
What's
You
that?
had a whole.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying that. Just remember, you had a note that kind of told you how to get here, and it had a weird thing at the end of it.
I know, but it was very confusing. I couldn't really understand it. I'm sorry.
That's the point. It was supposed to be confusing.
I look back at the note and just kind of like scramble through it for anything that you know would indicate that it's a password.
Go ahead and roll invest. You can roll for you can either roll investigation or insight or yeah or perception.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll perception.
Go ahead.
Bro, be perceiving.
Okie
Right.
dokie. All right, 1d20. Not 1d29. That's not even possible. What does a natural 20 plus 2 get me?
Natural 20. Oh, it's very clear that the end of the message didn't make any sense, so it has to be the password, the last phrase. And your thoughts will bring you home.
And your thoughts will bring you home.
Oh, I see. They're using. Very good. I know. They're using the weird poetry. Weird poetry passwords. I hate them, to be honest with you. Hold on. As he closes his slit, and you just hear as you just assume that they're unlocking a bunch of locks. As as the door creaks open with a little tiny chameleon man on the other side.
Ah, the
Honestly,
camels.
I cannot wait for them to change the password back to the normal ones. Am I wrong?
You know, I was thinking the same thing myself.
That's too confusing, and the poems that they make with the ends, it doesn't flow very well. Anyways, welcome to the deeps.
Thank you, Mr. Well, I don't want to say your real name.
Martin, call me Martin.
Martin. Sure. Thank you, Martin.
That's
She kind of makes her way into
he.
the
Yeah, yeah. As you do so, Martin kind of like slips something. You notice as he like slips what looks to be a little stone into your pocket. You don't feel it, but you kind of catch it from the corner of your eye.
Okay.
He doesn't take anything out, but he slips it in.
It's a grenade!
All
He
right.
pulled the pin! You're gonna explode!
As soon as I'm out of his sight, I check it out and see what the rock is, see if it has any significance.
It just looks like a regular communication stone, except this one has what looks to be a thief symbol on it. Of what looks a thief symbol that mean which is like just like a triangle with a circle in it with a little plus mark indicating treasure.
Okay. Uh,
Okay.
Okay, it's
well,
easy. Okay.
I'm gonna start looking around for I guess any like dealers or suppliers or anything of that sort.
Well, lucky for you, everybody's in here. It's just like it opens as you open up. You see, on the top is like it's lit up by a bunch of like little magical floating balls floating around the roof of this really large, what at one time used to be maybe some kind of square for an ancient underground dwarven city or something like that. At least it's the kind of vibe it gives off like some kind of ancient city. It's really really big. It's like a large stone corridor, and there's some drips, and there's along it you just see tents and tents and tents of different kind of vendors, all in like shit, all with like face coverings and dark clothes and um with like gloves and masks and hats and long and jackets or long sleeve shirts and long pants, so you can't even see what they look like. All you can really see is their eyes. And there's one that's you notice as you're walking through. There's this one vendor who's just in straight armor,
Okay.
and one that has like and one that you notice that has like has a sheet over him like a ghost.
I'm gonna go to the ghost looking fella.
Very well.
You see, that's bad, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you go over. What do you do? What do you say? Um,
I walk up to him and I look him up and down and I say, I don't suppose you're the type to do business with, are you?
Everyone here is the type to do business with.
Oh shit, it's chuckled.
Well, I was wanting to get into the money-making business, the shipping business, so to speak.
Shipping of what sort? I specialize outlawed magic.
Wild magic, you say?
Who said that? I sound outlawed. magic.
I like the sound of that. Now, are you in need of any sort of transportation by any chance?
I am a ghost. Think I
Well,
need
yes, I can see that.
transportation. He's very much not a ghost, but he's in a ghost costume.
Okay,
Brody's
she
special.
she's gonna go along with it and pretend like he's a ghost. And she says, well, Mr. Ghost,
Mr. Ghost.
You
it
can call me Mr. M.
well, Mr. M, the deal that I propose is you simply supply me with whatever magical items, whatever wares it is that you wish to have delivered across the sea, and I'll get them there for you safely. That is, with a little commission, of course.
Nobody. Matt? Sorry, sister came in.
You good? Did you catch that
Oh,
though?
just
No, I
kill
didn't.
her.
What did you say?
I was sorry. Um, my bad. I gotta
What?
rephrase what I just said. Well, my proposition is that I can take whatever wares you have across the sea, to wherever it is that they need to be. In return, I
Well,
would only ask for a small bit of coin, maybe a product here or two.
you see, all of my clients come to me. I don't go to them. But if you'd like, you can hand them the message. But that wouldn't be worth much coin, would it?
No, I don't suppose it would. Well,
If
is
you're
there
looking
anything?
for if you're looking for a delivery service, those gentlemen to the right might be in luck with them.
Okay, she looks over at the group of gentlemen he pointed out to her and takes note of
He
them.
just he just kind of nods his head towards the right to like the to the right diagonally right of you. As you look, you kind of see you see like a group of bit of like buff, swirly men who are very, very much pirates.
Okay, so I know where I need to go now. Um, well, I thank you for your time, but while I'm here, do you have
Yes,
anything that could alter one's appearance?
she. Just oh, give me a second. As he like as the head kind of moves down, like moving with the ghost, and he puts out this. He just gives you it's just another version of his feet. This time with eyes drawn on it.
I see. And how much would you price that at?
That is one half. That is $1 coin. That is two $half coins.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make an Arcana check on this thing that he just handed me to make sure it's genuine,
Okay, go ahead.
or to see if it has any actual, like, usage, you know.
God.
Matt will be right back. His father is calling him.
Well, we're not doing Matt stuff right now, so we're good.
Yeah, I know.
Bro has a
Okay,
father.
Arcana.
Cringe.
So, let's see here. Natural 5 plus 1.
Special five. It looks so six.
Yeah, 6.
It looks to your knowledge. I mean, his costume is very convincing. So if he can make himself looking like a ghost, then you're sure that you wearing this can make you look like someone else.
You know what? I think I'll take it. Two $half coins, you say? Okay. Translate that to gold coins, because
uh, 10 gold coin. It's a $50 coin. So that would be 100. It'd be 1,000 divided by two. Be 500. Huh. You get like you would get you get a bunch of silver coins. So you get 999 silver coins back.
okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Um he gives you as all of a sudden as it's very weird as the mouth kind of like open as the ghost mouth kind of like does this weird thing where it kind of like indents in the center, but it doesn't like doesn't like open or anything. Eats your coins and then spits out 999 silver coins or has silver $50.
Okay. I take the fucking disguise blanket with me, and I go
You
over
now
to the
have
pipe. Huh?
you now have a sheet that when worn gives you a +3 to convince someone you're a ghost.
Okay, so I have a
Well,
+3 on persuasion that I am a ghost.
Yes.
Okay, that'll work for me. Honestly, that's not what I expected, but that'll work. That'll work.
um
Um,
Go ahead. Can you roll a perception check for me as well?
yes, perception. I shall roll that. Uh, I also need to write down ghost sheet.
Yeah.
All right. What does a 13 get me for perception?
You notice that you grab something that feels awfully jar shaped as well, as if he put it over the seat over a jar, but you're not quite sure what it is, as you don't remember seeing it before. You just know that you have it.
Okay. Well, if anything, it's extra for what I got. So,
Yep.
yeah, I head over to the pirates.
Yeah. As they as you approach them, they give you a very dirty look. How can we help you?
Well, actually, I was thinking I could help you if you're willing to do some business, that is.
Roll persuasion.
Alrighty.
Ooh, boys, food's about to be done. I can smell it.
Alright. Persuasion. Come on, dice gods, don't fuck me.
yeah, that's my job.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So it doesn't want to. Let me redo that because it didn't want to do it the first time.
It's good. He is happily in a relationship.
God damn it. Okay, 9.
9.
Just because there's a goal, it doesn't mean you can't score.
What'd you say again? What were you trying to do?
I was asking them if they'd be willing, if they'd be open to business.
What kind of business?
Well, let's say you have some things you don't want the law to come by, and you need them
Hold
shipped
on.
across the ocean. I'm your girl for that. Oh, did fuck happen?
I think
People
ours is
came in.
exploded.
No, people are coming in my room trying to talk to me about stuff.
It
Disgusting.
is okay.
Anyway,
Did you hear what I
what's up?
said, though?
No, I did not. The people weren't talking to me.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Well, sorry. God damn it! I don't know why my head does this. Well, the idea is that you have some items maybe you don't want the law to find out about. I stow them away for you in my ship, get them to where they need to go, and, well, maybe you throw me a little coin for the favor I gave you.
Reader that ourselves. Pretty much. But you know, the captain doesn't like delivering these, so you know what? Yeah. Here's 10 gold coins. Deliver these 10 letters. And we'll call it even.
That doesn't sound too hard. Alrighty, I'll get it taken care of for you.
He passes you 10 he passes you 10 black envelopes with black with red with like blood ink and with blood ink and a bright red wax seal on it with different people's names and 10 gold coins.
Okie dokie. And any idea as to how I find these people, or?
You're a merchant. You'll figure it out.
Right, right. Thank you, boys. I think I'll see myself out.
Okay.
I guess with that, I start heading out of the deep, you called it?
Yep.
Okay. I start heading out of the Fishman.
What?
Epic reference.
L. Anyways, yeah. You exit out. You exit to do you exit your room as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna start, like, heading back to the, party.
Oh god, I hope we don't just walk past each other without knowing.
In fact, I think now would be like about the time that instead of like waiting on the quarter deck and just tapping his foot, he would just continue on and skip the ceremony. We're just going straight to the party and use his like messaging stone to probably send them a short message like meet at Beatrice's knobheads.
And, yeah, as soon as Nada gets that message, she skirts on over there.
I hope we bumped into each
Pair of
other before that
feet.
message came through. Otherwise, I might just go to the bit. I might just be waiting in the hotel, like, where the fuck's Nada?
Yeah, as you do that, you see Nana comes out to you. You guys all get together. You confidently make your way back to the front door as people are piling in and out in to the Beatrice's party. And as we do that, that's where we're going to end today because I'm getting bombarded with things, with people and things, and I am very sorry. So we have to
It's
end.
cool, dog. I figured we were reaching that point.
Yeah, I don't want to stop, but you know, getting bombarded with people needing me to do stuff. So there is that. I appreciate
I
it, you
hear you.
guys. Um, if you guys want to hang out, like give me like 5 to 10 minutes, I'll come back and I can hang out and stuff.
Alright.
Like,
Let me know what you, think about